So, after the biggest crypto capitulation, after the biggest scare in the market, we're in extreme fear, and we're going to be looking at Pepecoin because Pepecoin is showing me five signals which are showing that a reversal is due. This thing is massively oversold, and I'm just going to show you the chart exactly the indicators, the chart patterns that I'm looking at that's indicating that this thing's due for reversal. And we're jumping straight into the Pepe chart. You can see that it's currently trading at 0 point, loads of zeros, 413 at the moment. And we're going to look at what the recovery looks like because I did say 5 signs of exhaustion, 5 signs that are showing this thing's oversold. Let me tell you, there's a minimum of 5 things. We're going to go over each and every single one. And we're going to start here on the 10th of October. Everybody knows what happened on the 10th of October. It was the biggest crypto capitulation event in crypto history. It was bigger than FTX. It wiped out so many people as far as leverage is concerned. Now, we pushed all the way down here, all the way down here, and then we recovered. This is the area we recovered, and the bears are grinding, 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 grinding. It's taken them weeks to grind down into an oversold position. When the bears are strong, when the trend is strong, you get a big push like this. When the bears are weak, you get a grind down, signaling exhaustion. So that's the first sign of signaling exhaustion. We're going to pull up the indicators now. One thing that you can see is if we see the RSI, we are massively oversold. We're at 25 on the RSI, and one thing you can see is the RSI is flatlining. So whilst we're flatlining on the RSI, one thing's happened as far as price is concerned. We're putting in lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. That is a sign of a reversal. So you can see the RSI is flatlining. We're putting in lower lows on the chart. That's showing we need something to happen. We need a break. Once we get a break, guys, that's the first sign that the bulls within this range are regaining momentum. So we're looking for a break. We're in a descending wedge pattern, which is a bullish pattern when we're in a downtrend. So remember that. So there's sign 1, there's sign 2. The third one, pull up the RSI. What's happening? We're about to get across on the RSI. We are massively oversold on the RSI, all the way pretty much to 2. So we're crossing up on the RSI, that's positive. We're oversold on the RSI, that's positive. So there's another sign, that's sign 3. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to zoom out. This is the daily chart. We're going to zoom out, higher the time frame, higher the conviction. So one thing that you can see on the weekly chart is we are massively oversold. And on the RSI, we're coming into oversold. So you can see that we're due a reversal. That's sign 3, that's sign 4. And the fifth one, if we just jump in, we're going to bring up the Crusader indicator. And you could see buy. The Crusader indicator is showing accumulation phase. That is on the higher time frame. That's on the daily. We go into the 12-hour. What is it? Oversold, buy signal. 8-hour, oversold on the RSI, oversold on the stochastic, you've got buy signals. 6-hour, coming from oversold, you've got all these indications on all of the higher time frames, and you've got buy signals, buy signals, buy signals. Now, am I telling you to buy? No, I'm just showing you what the chart is showing in front of me. This is signaling exhaustion on Pepecoin. Simple. Exhaustion on Pepecoin. And so we've got the indications now that we are massively oversold as far as the chart's concerned on Pepecoin. So what is the next move? Where is the next resistance barrier? And how far is it until we get there? So you can see the next resistance barrier is going to be this shelf. Clues look left. Has price been respected at this level? This is the 23.6% retracement from this swing all the way down to the capitulation event. And remember, we talked about in the last video, once you break through a 236 on a reversal, that's the first indication that we're getting signs that the bulls are regaining momentum. So the 236 is an important level, and we know that it's been respected because we can look left and we can see how price has reacted before at this level. So here's the level, there's the 236, and you can see one thing. We were either above, holding it as support, or we were resistance, below. So you can see this line's been respected time and time again. So that's going to be the next resistance barrier. How far is it to the next resistance barrier, which is the simple 236? So we can measure that. Just pull the measurement tool, and you can see from where price is now, all the way to the 236. That, my friends, is 116% move. So from there now, 116% just to the conservative 236, on Pepecoin. We're massively oversold. The chart's telling us we're oversold. And I'm going to be monitoring this within the Discord group, and I'll keep doing YouTube videos. So make sure you do subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. And let's see how this thing plays out.